So we just made it up here to Longview, Washington, and there's an RV park here that's really been catering to kayaks. It's the River's Edge campground right here on the Kayaks River. And you can put in here and you can do like a 45-minute float downriver, class 1, just moving current. Absolutely beautiful. Cutie, cutie. All right, we got caught up in the moment. We're gonna go paddle this river. I'm gonna take the Swifty. I gave this sort of a kind of a, I don't want to say a bad review, but it wasn't my favorite kayak. But I said if it was in a moving water situation, I think it'd be pretty good. So I'm gonna give it a second chance. We're gonna go float a class 1 river, and I think it's gonna be great. Ethan's taking the Tamarack. What, 280 bucks, I think.
This is the Walmart boat. I'm gonna give it a good review and put it to its test.
All right, sounds like fun. It's gonna be great. All right, we're at the ramp. We've got the, Ethan's gonna paddle the Tamarack, which I'm kind of excited about because we were in Walmart, we couldn't buy one, but then Mike happened to have like a brand new Tamarack when we got here. So we're gonna take it down the river. Ethan's gonna paddle that. I'm gonna paddle the Swifty.
11.5.
I don't know why they're carrying it like that. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that.
Because I was gonna one-hand it.
You guys teamed up. Anyway, this is a Swifty 11.5, so longer than the one I reviewed last time, which I think I'll like better. Usually, I'm a fan of longer kayaks. A little bit longer kayak's gonna glide better, it's gonna track better. It's just gonna have an overall better feel, especially if you're taller. If you're 6 foot or more, longer boats are just better. The little Tamarack, that one's about 10 foot, right? Tell me about this one, man. What do you know about Lifetime?
Adjustable backrest, rod holders, padded seat, drain holes, foot patch. I mean, I've got my bag here. There's also a hatch underneath that. So one thing that's really cool about this is all these screws that you see holding the different parts in here, they're going inside and not through the boat. There's actually like an inverted Hershey kiss of solid plastic. So it's pretty cool if you ever had to replace hardware, you're not actually opening up the boat. That's one thing that blow molding allows you to do.
And it paddles pretty damn good. I'm excited to get it on the water. And left, Mike's gonna take the Cadillac. He's got the Sandpiper 130.
Right,
that's his
I'll
baby.
go a little bit on here.
Good. Yeah, the seat back on the thing's actually pretty good. I was kind of slouching. I was able to just crank it down and get better support. It's a cool little boat. I would add some thigh pads, but other than that, man, this thing rips. Tell you what, man, this is where I wish I had that $2 sponge from Walmart. Stick it under here and just squeegee it out. I'm getting a boat, not that much water. Really nice, Mike. That's a cool backyard you got.
Is there Sasquatch back there?
Sasquatch is like right here. He's got a little head up here.
When we say happy paddling, this is what I mean right here. Look at this guy's face. It's so good. It really, we were just talking about, it doesn't matter what craft you're in. If you're out here on the river doing this, man, it's as good as it gets. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a blast. Ethan, what size paddle are you using?
205.
You're using a 205 too.
Aquabound whiskey.
Yeah, that's the whiskey. So Mike's using 230. That's more normal what you'd expect. Ethan and I both run really short, fat paddles. But you watch the way he paddles real high and aggressive and just like rips into those eddies and stuff. It's kind of like a whitewater style, I guess.
I mean, in the end, you just adapt to the paddle. If you have a shorter, the opposite hand can come up higher. Vertical stroke on a short boat like this is nice because it doesn't have as much of that like turning effect. Also, with a short boat is to stop as I come past that thigh.
So you're not pulling through your whole stroke right behind you.
It's a turn stroke.
Yeah, an ideal stroke, you're paddling up, catching the water at your toes. Right. So sloppy catch means you're not getting it to your knees, which means a third of your stroke is wasted energy. Really makes it kind of an aggressive, fun style. Trip wouldn't have happened if we didn't bump into Mike. He was down at the Dairy Queen launch, and he's like, man, if you guys want to go paddle, he basically made it all happen. He supplied us with both. I had my own paddle and life jacket, but what an adventure, man. Thank you.
This is like a beautiful river right here, Southwest Washington. We're only an hour outside of Portland.
So cool to be out here with Mike. I don't know too many people that are as big of an ambassador for the sport. He doesn't even work in the industry. He just loves paddling. He loves getting people out. He buys kayaks, stores them in a shed, takes people out. He makes a little money like shuttling folks and whatever, but just a true ambassador for the sport. He loves being out here and he loves sharing with people. So check him out, Northwest Kayaking. He's got a Facebook group and he's got a website, northwestkayaking.com. And he just goes and paddles places and shares the information he learns along the way and passes it along to the community. So pretty rad. Oh man, you got a deer swimming across the river up there. How incredible. That was incredible. Are you kidding me? That was nuts. Ethan, do you realize your paddle's like twice as much as your kayak?
Not a bad thing.
I always say the paddle is more important than the kayak any day. Oh, don't lose it. Get in there. Drive in there. You got it. You're in. Yeah, buddy. Surfing the tamarack. There we go. Surfing the Swifty out here on the Cowlitz River. This is the bomb. The best feeling.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of need it.
I can't believe we're out here having a surf session in these boats. But whatever, the wave is juicy, the boats surf. That's just how it's done, you know? You can't not surf if there's a wave. Yeah! You got a lap full. Oh, you do. Your whole lap's full of water. Did it drain out or you got a bunch in there?
Gotta get rid of some of it.
Kayak surfing. Man, that's the kind of stuff right there that money cannot buy. Money can buy you lessons so you can get out there and surf and enjoy it and take full advantage of your kayak. But surfing in a kayak is just one of those things. You're on a river, you're just sitting on a wave. It's one of the greatest feelings on earth. It's like you're in a wind tunnel and somebody's just throwing dollar bills in your face and you're just trying to snatch them out of the air and you're just so stoked. But it's better than money because it's real life. Having us pull over and stop. We're in the town of Toledo, Washington. I guess there's a little takeout where you go see the downtown. So let's go check it out. Kayak parking spot. I can just park my kayak right here. Oh, nice to get my feet wet. Yeah, we Rochambeau'd and I think I picked the right boat. This thing was so fun. More fun than I expected, so I'm glad I gave it a second shot. So Mike turned us on to this restaurant, Chimmy's Restaurant, which is little Mexican food right here in Toledo. We're able to get off the river and just cruise up. We're gonna see what they got. Look at that. Ethan got a chalupa. At least it's a float home. At least we're not having to like paddle it out, man. We should just be able to float the rest of the way. Our chalupa bellies.
Oh, you're recording. You can edit that out.
So we've been out here literally for hours and I'm impressed with this little boat, man. I had fun surfing it, peeling in, peeling out. It tracks well. Like a lot of the things I didn't like about the short one, I love about this one. The seat back is pretty high. It's been comfortable this whole time. No complaints. Cockpits, plenty roomy, a lot of leg room. I think I could still even go down further if I wanted to. So yeah, I'm a fan of the 11-foot, definitely. And how about Ethan rocking the Lifetime Tamarack?
10 out of 10 fun. Like, so much fun.
High five.
Hey.
Killer. So fun. And thanks for providing us with the kayaks.
Yeah.
It's actually cool to spend a little bit of time in some of these cheaper kayaks that are reviewed. When I review, you know, let's go out for like 15, 20 minutes. But to actually do a river float and spend some quality time in these things, you learn a lot about their characteristics. And I tell you what, that little Tamarack Angler, super zippy, easy to maneuver, very stable. This one right here, also super, super stable, tracks well. You know, it doesn't have any bulkhead, so you get water inside, you got water in your boat. So float bags on something like this.
And pumps.
And pumps. I probably wouldn't recommend it for like a total newbie on a river like this. It was still super fun. Luxurious is this. We get off the water. Truck's parked right there. So that's gonna do it for day one, man. We had an epic day on the road. This is what we dreamed of, is finding these sort of serendipitous opportunities, taking advantage of them, seeing new places, meeting up with these friends that we meet along the way that oftentimes we don't make the time for. Today we made the time. Mike treated us like royalty, super VIP treatment. And man, that was a beautiful river. Mike, thanks for the good time, bro.
All right, I'll see you later.
Have a good one. Man, we had so much fun this day. I really appreciate Mike opening up his doors, putting us in kayaks, and just showing us around his backyard. That was very cool. After a good night's sleep, we packed up and we made our way north. Our next stop is Eddyline Kayaks, and I'm going to give you guys a full walkthrough of their factory, so be looking for that on the next video. Until next time, you guys, this is Dan from Headwaters Kayak Shop, wishing you happy paddling. We'll see you on the next one.